everyone, Allie here from TheFamilyMeeple. Thanks for joining us again today for our next installment in the 2022 Advent Board Game Countdown, where I am discussing the 24 top new to me games that I played in 2022. These games are the best games that I played for the first time in 2022. Most of them are not published in 2022, but they could have been. This one for today actually was not. It is an older game. And today, coming in at number 9 on the list, is the second game from Vital Lacerda, published by Eagle-Gryphon Games with artwork by Ian O'Toole, and it is The Gallerist. The Gallerist is actually the first game by Vital Lacerda that I picked up and tried. This is one that I do own in my collection and was featured in one of my recent 10x5 solo challenges. I have only played the Gallerist solo so far. One of the reasons that I've only played the Gallerist solo is that it is, I think, if not the heaviest, one of the heaviest complexity games in my collection. And my husband is not a big gamer. He will play every once in a while when we have friends over, but he's not going to be picking something up as heavy as the Gallerist. It's not something that he will find enjoyable. And my kids are both under the age of 10, so they're also not going to play this one with me. I do have some friends that are getting into gaming, and maybe one day I'll be able to teach this to them. But for now, the complexity level means this is going to be a solo-only game for me. Luckily, I loved the solo experience of the Gallerist. It's a very simple to run solo mode, and it doesn't include any complicated AI players. You simply have a pawn that moves around the board in a predictable manner that you are trying to puzzle out how to best interact with that pawn. So in the Gallerist, you are playing as an art gallery owner, I guess, and you are going around the city or the board in the game to explore and discover new artists, to commission artwork from these artists, to promote the artists, to hire new people to work in your gallery, to sell artwork, to get contracts for different types of artwork that you will be able to sell. You can visit the international market, and you can bid in an auction. So all of the things that you're doing in this game are highly thematic to the topic of owning a gallery. And most of the actions that you can take in this game, which is essentially a worker placement game, make sense. So it's quite intuitive after you get into it, despite the complexity of the game. Most of the complexity comes from the efficiency puzzle of how do I maximize all of my turns and not waste any actions, particularly in the solo mode, because it does have concrete objectives to tell you how well you've done and whether you win or lose in the game. It's tight. It's very, very tight. I think I won on the easiest mode once and have not won on the second level of difficulty, and I don't think I've even tried the third one yet. It certainly is challenging, but it's such a delight to just sit down and puzzle out how you're going to make all of these things happen in the small number of turns that you have. As you move through the game in the solo mode in particular, the AI pawn is going to be dropping off meeples behind it as it goes and leaving them behind. And if you go to those action spaces, then you will kick them out. And every time you kick them out, they're going to collect one of the tickets that are available. And when the tickets run out, that is one of the ways that the end of the game is going to be triggered. So every time that you're kicking them out, you're actually speeding up towards the end of the game. It is a ton of fun. It's absolutely gorgeous and is definitely my favorite Lacerda that I've played. Again, I've only played 2, so it's between the Gallerist and Escape Plan. But The Gallerist is a fantastic game. If you have not tried a Lacerda game and you're wondering where to start, this is the one that I picked based on recommendations from other content creators within this space as being one of the easier ones to kind of dip your toes in, as it were, and get kind of acquainted with Lacerda and how he designs games. And I absolutely would agree with that. This is a fantastic one to start with if you are looking for a place to start with a Vital Lacerda game. That is my number 9, The Gallerist. Thanks so much for joining us again today. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel so that you can see the next 8 on the list. Until then, I hope you have a great holiday season. You're welcome to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.